Hey, order, hello, welcome everyone to the stream. Thank you to everyone for being here. Great to have you along. And we are on Sao Carlos, Estancia Sao Carlos. Probably mispronounced that, but yeah. So, hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. So this is a multiplayer map. You are most welcome to join in. You'll find the details in the Discord server. But you will need the Nexat and the Plains and Prairies DLC, paid for DLCs, and you will need Precision Farming and Straw Harvest, which are free DLCs. So, yeah. So I'm actually wanting to plant some black beans this month. We are able to do that. Hey Joel, no worries. Yeah, sorry, just it's a fantastic map for the DLCs and I've got them, so just want to use them. They're not machines that you can use too often on too many maps. So yeah, welcome in Joel. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Hope your Saturday is going well. So I've got some workers doing some of the jobs at the moment, but yeah, if anyone joins in, take over from one of the workers. Definitely have a bit of equipment around here, don't we? But yeah, we've got the planter for the corn, we've got a seeder for the wheat and the black beans. And we do have a corn harvest coming up soon. I think next month, to be honest. Definitely not a fast machine, this one. Having to fold it and unfold it all the time. Excuse me. Hey, Pickle Man, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope your Saturday is going well. Hey, Cher, good morning. Welcome in. Hope your Saturday is starting well. Hope it's starting with a nice cup of tea. So yeah, we're on the map Estância São Carlos. I hope I'm kind of pronouncing that correctly. It's a fantastic Brazilian map. and lends itself to some of the bigger equipment that we got on the Plains and Prairies pack and the Nexat pack. Hey, Cher, sent football trophy for 500 joules. Thank you so much, Cher. Very kind of you. Oh, I will write that down. Haven't actually updated my honor roll yet because the ones that came through last night haven't actually registered yet. So once they register, I'll be able to add them all to the roll. Big shout out to Eric the Crazy Viking for the 100 members gift membership. But yeah, no, thank you, Cher. Thank you so much for the 500 joules. Truly do appreciate it. Very generous. So we'll update that when we update the other ones. Hopefully they'll come through tomorrow. I can update them tomorrow. Yeah, we've got a big lot of corn there. Don't think I'm going to be doing maize out of it. I think I'll be harvesting it as corn. Yeah, we'll just head on up here and get it filled up with seed. Set it to black beans. I was checking the crop calendar. It looks like you can do 2 crops of black beans a year. So So currently we're cultivating and slurrying a field. So this is one of the crops that comes with the map. So oh yeah, we'll let that do its thing. So I purchased another Nexat because I thought it might be handy to have. Because Nexat is basically doing most of the jobs that we have for it. So kind of like we need that. I got this truck because it's about 750 horsepower, so figured it would come in handy for carting a full tank of slurry. And I've replaced our cows with water buffalo. The cows just weren't getting to 100%. Excuse me, losing my voice. I don't know why. So I've replaced it with water buffalo, mainly because I just wanted to. Could have been any breed. I just wanted to see if the fresh lot of cows start to improve, get to the 100%. So we'll see what happens. Otherwise, it might mean that the cow pen is broken. Yeah, yours have got to 100%? You're loving the map? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Cher. I think it's a fantastic map. I checked out a couple of the new maps that dropped last week, and they were okay. But the map edges could have been better. One of the map makers broke the cardinal rule in my book, which is never place a tunnel unless it's going into a mountain range. Just don't place a tunnel on the edge of the map when it's completely flat. Yeah, still haven't got 100%, not even a percentage of health yet. We've got food and water. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Now, I wonder if we can make a start on doing the sowing and all that. Hey, kia ora, Wasdale Times Lapse. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope your Saturday is starting well. Yeah, so people are welcome to join, but I'm thinking because I've got the paid DLCs, not everyone has them. Unfortunately, Joel is one that doesn't have one, so it does make it a bit difficult, but I had them and I just wanted to be able to use them somewhere because they're not something that I'm using too often. Hey everyone, so how about the rugby game so far? I don't know, I haven't been paying attention. How's it going? Yeah, Cher, you've got to go to work soon. Yep, I thought that might be the case and understand completely. Like I say, the banks give you all this money and then they expect you to pay it back. All right, so we'll get that one to do one headland. And then we'll see how it goes. Always painful watching this one turn. He'll be there tomorrow. Awesome, Cher. So I've got a field over there being mulched. I'm thinking I might try and plant all of them into black beans. If I go to the crop calendar, you see planting season is black beans. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be harvesting maybe in August. And then that gives us September to prepare the fields. So yeah, we can start planting. Just trying to plan my field. Yeah, so we could plant wheat into one of the fields, barley. We'll work it out. It looks like it's getting cool here. Oh, that's good, Cher. Yeah, Joel. Definitely save a bit of money riding my bike to work. Hey, no worries, Pickleman. Thanks for jumping in. Hit that like if you haven't done so already. But yeah, appreciate you jumping in. Yeah, like you say, it's 1:15 a.m. So yeah, you should be asleep. So you head off and do that. Understand completely. Appreciate you jumping in. Yeah, and I hope you have a good night's rest. Don't wake up too early. Yeah, Cher, you walk to work? Yeah, that would help too, wouldn't it? Nicely. Closed-tail time lapse. I don't work. Well, if you ask my boss, he'd probably say I don't work either, but you know. I do like this map. It's sort of like just keeps going on and on and on. You're not fenced in by a whole row of trees or anything. It's just looks like it keeps going right over to the horizon. It sort of gives you that big expansive feel that you would have in Brazil. I think he's done really good job with the map edges. And Shane, I'm with you on that one. I also don't work. Hey US Army, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Gotta love the Nexat. It's definitely it's a machine you can't rush. You've just got to sit back and enjoy it. I had to unfold it, hook it up to the seed container, fold it up, run over to the seeder, unfold it, hook it up to the seeder, fold it up again so I could get it back here. So yeah, not something that you can move around quickly. James Perry, hello, welcome in. Just been watching Calm Farm and he had a twister. I've got twisters there on my maps. Yeah. I usually have visuals only, no damage. But yeah, last time I had a twister on my map was on a multiplayer map by Truckamatsi. So yeah, don't get many twisters. I usually leave visuals only on, so I can get twisters if they arrive, but yeah, the UK map I'm on, Whitcomb Park Farms, threatened to have twisters happening, but they never did. And to be honest, I don't think England's that known for having twisters. So yeah. So I hope they survived the twister okay. Anyway, James Perry. I was sort of watching some of his stream today while I was setting things up, but didn't really have a chance to jump in and say hi. But I hit the like button. I always try to remember to hit the like button when I jump into a stream. I try to make it one of the first things I do. Otherwise, I do tend to forget. That's why it's always good if they can, if people remind you to hit the like button, then you know, oh yeah, that's right, I better do that. Yeah, kind of like Western Australia. What the twisters? Yeah. Now Nexat would be great for Western Australia, wouldn't it? There's a YouTuber called Laura Farms. I don't know if you know her channel. She's in Nebraska, and she actually did a video of the Nexat. They had a Nexat come onto a neighbouring farm, and she was able to catch a video of it working. So yeah, check out her video, her channel, and you can see a Nexat working in real life. Oh, the map edge, it reminds you a lot of Western Australia. Yeah, I can imagine it would be a lot like this. Just, yeah, for me, I usually see more taller hills where I am rather than just the flat undulating land like this. Hills are usually a little bit taller, usually surrounded by hills. Hills or ocean. Yeah, you've already done it, Cher. Thank you. Glad I gave the seed yard for this thing. I'm glad you have a seed yard for this thing. Yeah. Yeah, you need a big yard, all right. All right, well, I think this is doing the second headland, so I can probably make a start on seeding. And hello there, Anna Vinginko. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. If not, my apologies. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. A lot of hills and oceans in the North Island of New Zealand. Yep, and one dirty great string of mountains along the South Island. Although parts of it are flat around the Canterbury area. So, but yeah, they're flat until you hit the mountains and you just climb straight up. You got oceans, flat plains, and then mountains. One of the first things you do, Cher? Yeah, I try to make it one of the first things I do too. And yeah, hey Shane, hi Cher. Yep, Cher's good. That's good. So yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe, do all the YouTubey things that YouTube likes. Yeah, I did Wasdale. That was quite fascinating, actually. Looks like he's using a 360 camera to get a nice big coverage of the night sky. And was that the Northern Lights that I could see there? That they were just absolutely stunning. Not something that I've ever seen, both northern or southern. But I would feel it's fairly awe-inspiring. Aaron Bacon, welcome in. Can you put seed in the grain wagons? Yes, you can load seed into the grain wagons, but it is difficult to get them into the machine. You usually have to put them into a silo, which would be multi-fruit, to take the seed, or load them into the seeder with a front loader. Yeah, Aaron Bacon, that's right, Alaska, welcome in. Thank you for joining. It's a piece of equipment you just got to take your time with, that's for sure. So I'm just planting some black beans so I can get another harvest this year. Yeah, thought we wouldn't quite time that one right. Yeah, Shane, slow and steady wins the race with the Nexat, that's for sure. Just got to be patient. And the other thing I've learned is don't have the cab sticking over the edge of the field. It's likely to get caught up in a tree. So always start the headland with the cab in the middle of the field. So we should get some nice tram lines on this. The idea with the Nexat is it reduces the amount of compaction on the ground, apparently, because it's so wide. Hey Eric the Crazy Viking, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Big shout out to Eric. He was absolutely amazing last night. Gifted 100 memberships last night, and really am very grateful, Eric. Been shouting your praises all over the place. Waiting on the ferry, that can be fun. I've done my stints of waiting on the ferry. One of my past lives, I was a truck driver and used to do the crossing regularly from North Island to the South Island. Because there is no bridge, you have to take a ferry. And yeah, it was sort of like, it was a bit of a strange run because you'd get on it sort of about 8 p.m. And you'd have dinner on it, and then you'd go to a cabin and try and get some sleep, and then at about 2 a.m. they'd wake you up to unload the ferry, but you still couldn't drive because you still had to, there's a certain amount of hours that you have to rest before you can legally drive again. So you actually have to find a place to park up on the wharf and then sleep in the cab for the next 3 or 4 hours that you need to. It's yeah, it was a strange one. Broken sleep. Shane, I saw you were in Canada. Don't know if it was an old YouTube short saw yesterday you were going to Canada. I didn't see that. I think Eric went to Legoland. I'm not too sure. Was it Denmark? Not too sure. FS Farmer. Good morning, FS Farmer. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope your Saturday is starting well. And yes, Cher, looks like you've got a new Prime Minister. Yeah, Keir Starmer has resigned. How's that by-election going too with Bin Face, is it? Nigel Farage. It's been entertaining watching some of that. And Shane, have you seen the YouTuber in the UK? His name is Trucker Tim. I think I might have seen something, but he's not someone I follow. Ah, you thought it was Denmark, Canada. You know something I didn't know? I didn't know that there was a Denmark and Canada. Yes, Cher, you've been to Lego After Dark in Birmingham. Nice. That would have been fantastic to see. And Eric, our vacation in Denmark has been great. Kids had a blast waiting on our ferry back to Norway. I wonder how many times I've taken that ferry on ETS. I've done a few ferry trips on ETS. So yeah, enjoy that, but I don't stream it because we all know what happens when I read chat and drive at the same time. You've all seen the number of trees I've run into. And in ETS it costs money when you do that. Hey Cher, got work, catch you tomorrow. No worries Cher, hope you have a good day at work. Thank you for jumping in, appreciate it. Yeah, Shane, sorry, it's irritating that there is a Denmark in Canada and the US. Yeah, well, yeah, it's funny how there's a lot of different places around the world with the same name. Yeah, Shane, can't wait for American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator to come to console. Yeah, that would be good. They've done a new UI to fit into to work with the console, so yeah, it should be good. I think it'll be interesting to see how they can make the UI, which is something that Farming Sim hasn't done. It's sort of like everything's done on the controller for console, but there's so much more you can do on the PC that you can't do on the console. One point is the fact that you can have hazard lights on a PC, but you can't have them on console. Whereas if they had like a little menu system you could bring up and you could select it that could work quite well. I think that's what they've done on ETS, because there is quite a lot of stuff on ETS that requires sort of like a keyboard and that sort of thing. So it would be a bit hard to fit every control onto a controller. So being able to select controls in a menu would be really good. Once again, like so many other things, Farmston could learn so much from Euro Truck Simulator. Like raindrops on windscreens. And no, I'm not going to start singing Sound of Music. Most of you people wouldn't, especially the younger ones, wouldn't know what I was talking about. It's a misinterpretation of a famous song from The Sound of Music. See what I mean? They decided to go around. Workers are useless. Oh, you're thinking of raindrops keep falling on my head. No, I was thinking a few of my favourite things from The Sound of Music. Yep, bad things happen when the cab is on the wrong side. Definitely. Suppose I could always just swing the cab right in, but that might be enough, who knows. I'll come down here and I'll just finish this off myself. Yep, cab always runs into a tree. It was actually one of the first things that happened when I got the Nexat Pack. I was trying it out on a map and yeah, I decided it would be a great idea to have the cab on the edge of the field so I could see how to do it, and then it ran into a tree. And you can change the layout on the PC with your controller, but not on the console. Yeah. Is the FERT actually going down on the mini-map? Yes. You can see that it is changing, nitrogen going from red to orange. So yeah, it is changing. The only thing I hope with Euro Truck Simulator is that they don't start dumbing down the PC side, just so that they can make it easier to transfer to the console side. because it definitely has stymied how far they can go with Farming Simulator. PCs are so much more powerful, and you could have so much more level of detail, longer range for shadows and that sort of thing, but you still just have that bubble surrounding your vehicle. So I hope they don't do that with ETS. Right, that's that field done. So we'll take this down to the other field and make it start on that. Quick fun fact, the phone is as powerful as a PS2 now. Yeah, I would agree with that. And think how much more powerful a PS2 was compared to the computers that were controlling the space capsule to land on the moon. And yet those computers were still able to land a space capsule on the moon. Hey, Jennifer Kentwell, good morning. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Make sure he doesn't do something stupid like turn the whole thing around and go around the wrong way. When the government brought over 200 PSPs to make a supercomputer. Yeah, I'm not too sure if that was true or not. Wasn't it one of the unfriendly to America governments that did that? Get around sanctions or something? Yeah, Jennifer, it won't be online from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Oh, US Army, just saw that. You do that, I take the vow and take the trees down. Yeah, I don't like taking trees down. They're there for a reason, to make life misery for me. And yeah, they're doing a good job of it. So why should I take them down for doing a great job? And sorry, US Army, but yeah, it looks like Nightbot got overly enthusiastic. I'm just trying to read the message now. It blocked. Oh, okay. Go figure. Nightbot can be crazy at times. But it does come in handy. Sometimes. Not Shane, it was America that did it to save money? Alright. Yeah, I heard it was an unfriendly country to America that tried to do it to get around sanctions. Or that they weren't allowed to buy them because they could reutilize them. That might have been it. Here we go, FS Farmer, I kiwied. Dropped it down but didn't turn it on. I can create one now, and you can create your own farm when you join. Yep. And Joel, I'll probably have to get off soon anyway. Yeah, understand completely, mate. So yeah, just a reminder, hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really does help the channel. It's painful watching that other Nexat driver. What's he up to? Can I please get the crazy front tractor and reverse back again? Oh, I will on Wednesday, definitely. It'll be doing some work on Wednesday. But yeah, I don't think it's not as crazy as the class. The class is even crazier. Hey Jennifer, just planting sunflowers in Kinlake with the JCB fast track. Nice tractor. Yeah, Joel, that would be good if that would be like that. The owner of the server has the paid mods, and the other person only has to download them and join instead of having to buy them. I know. Yeah, giants can be frustrating like that. In fact, Minecraft has a free server that you can download and install and run as an independent server. Giants, if you want to run a server, you have to actually pay a license for it. So even though you own the game, if you want to run a server, you've got to have an additional license to run the server. So yeah, I think we all know what Giants focuses on. No, the other Nexat's still doing its job over there, so that's good. Seeing the machine do it in real life is even crazier. Yep. Like I say, was a video on YouTube about an Irish contractor. No, this isn't the start of a joke. He was genuinely a contractor in Ireland with a Class Xerion 5000 with the butterfly mower set up how I've got on Whitcomb Park, with the front mower just mounted on the back of the butterfly mower, and he would run it in reverse. And yeah, that was his contract business. There was a video on YouTube, probably still is. We can watch him doing some work in Ireland. I don't think Giants makes that much money, so I think they kind of have to. I think they're making more money than you realise. So yeah, FarmCon will be interesting. Catching up with the new DLC. We should get some more details on the new DLC, and they'll be discussing what their plans are with it. So yeah, that will be interesting. Yeah, Jennifer, every time I use a trailer, don't know what trailer it is, just dumps out everything. You'll have to provide a bit more context. If you're tipping it and it's over something, that's what it's designed to do. You're talking about seeds? So you're putting seeds into a trailer, and yeah, so I don't think you can transfer seeds from a trailer to a seed box. You have to either tip it on the ground and then pick it up with a front loader, or put it into a silo, and then use the silo to fill up the seeder. But you can't just use a trailer. There is some special trailers, base game, that you can use. I've got the conveyor on them, and you can use those. No, looks like the worker's still doing his job over there, so that's good. Those of you that want the in-cab view of inside of a Nexat, there we go. Of course, Giants never revisited the Nexat once they've released it. They forget about it. And even though the Mercedes pack has been released, we still don't get cameras. And modders can't even put a camera in here because it's all locked behind a security wall. Yeah, all encrypted, so you can't make changes to the Nexat. Yeah, it is kind of sad. So we should get some nice tram lines in this, some Nexat tram lines. Yeah, Joel, why am I getting no field work contracts and I don't own one field? Might be the time of year. Contracts are dependent on the time of year. Especially field work contracts. I got my new mower set up and there were no mowing contracts that came through. That was frustrating. Quick question, anyone on Xbox have problems today with downloading mods on the in-game mod hub? Can't speak for Xbox, but I can speak for PC, and that no, I didn't have any problems downloading mods. So, yeah, but can't speak for the Xbox. Didn't download any on the Xbox. So, now I'll have to come back and get that piece. Just wanting to know because a lot of people are having trouble on Xbox. Yeah, no, I haven't heard any issues, but wouldn't surprise me if there was. So it will be interesting to see what the new DLC map will look like. It was a bit slow at downloading, that was all. Yeah, I didn't notice it being too slow. I downloaded a couple of maps this morning, and I downloaded a roller for this map. So went for a 15-meter one. All right, so we'll go around the headland this way now, so we don't get caught up on any trees. Hopefully we'll have a good crop of black beans off of this. Yeah, Shane. I think I know who you were wanting to win. There were quite a few people that I worked with that were rooting for that team. 14 meters is a big machine. I was just sort of looking at it and going, oh, it's not that big, but 14 meters is fairly humongous. But yeah, we don't have these in New Zealand, so can't say I've seen one in real life, but I have seen a video of one. Yeah, most equipment is bigger in real life than in the game, that's for sure. When I go to the Mystery Creek field days, the equipment is just so huge and you don't realize it. A Kubota M7 tractor you think is quite a small tractor compared to some of the bigger ones that are in the game. But when you're actually standing next to one, you realize they're actually quite a big tractor. So hopefully we can get this whole field done. Saw a few videos about big farming in New Zealand. Always thought New Zealand's farming was small scale. No, it depends on where you are. Like where I live, a lot of it is smaller fields for maize silage and that sort of thing. So you don't need the big equipment for that. But when you get down to the South Island, around the plains area and that sort of thing, yeah, big equipment would be very helpful down that area. And I don't know if you remember Nina joining the other night and mentioning that the soft hands bale grab that Mr. Silly P was using in the video was made in New Zealand. And I looked it up and it is made in New Zealand by a company called Hustler, based in Napier, Hastings area, which is on the east coast, sort of just tucked in under, I'd call it the arm of New Zealand, on the East Cape there. and yeah, they produce a lot of feeder wagons. So I think I might actually have some of their wagons featuring on my video from the field days. So yeah, that was interesting. I've actually got a t-shirt I'm thinking of getting. Had a good catchphrase. It was I stopped farming to come and see this. It had better be good. Yeah, Shane, those videos were in the South Island. Yeah. Yeah. Big school stuff down there. That's where Argsy is basing his map. Which yeah, should be good once he gets it done. But he's still got a long way to go on it. Yeah, same area, mainly animals, bit of maize silage going in, but that's usually about it. Not much in the way of cropping. But yeah, we've got a sugarcane harvest coming up on this as well. Apparently they're improving the sugarcane side of things. So Argsy's in the North Island, but lower North Island. So yeah, slightly different area to where I live. But he's chosen a good location for his map, that's for sure. Now, what tractor should we go and grab the roller with? We need minimum 220 horsepower. That's a 255. What horsepower is that one? That's 272. So that should do the job, hopefully. We will find out. Yeah, for his first map, it looks great. It does. Yeah, Argsy is making a New Zealand map. There are a couple of New Zealand maps out, but they're all third-party sites or private shares. I have played on a couple of them. They definitely have that New Zealand vibe about them. Good from that point of view. But so much of it was just sort of unfinished. I think they were still a work in progress. So yeah, I won't say too much, but yeah, definitely a work in progress. That's for sure. He's sort of doing he did an update video, released it just recently. And yeah, it was neat to see it. Definitely looking forward to using that map. And he is going to be making it available on console. He's been building it with a console in mind, without too many console or console breaking things. Yep, definitely trying to get it onto all platforms. All right, let's go up to rollers. And we should have that one. 15 meters. Ooh, wonder what the box does. Okay, so that's the box. Wonder if that's for stones. We'll include the box. Hey, FS Farmer, still here? Awesome, mate. Thank you. Don't know why he skipped that little bit there, but I'll have to try and finish that off, I guess. Yeah, Shane, be back in a little bit. Awesome. All right, let's see how well the worker does with this roller. This is available on Mod Hub, cross-platform. 15 meters. We've got a worker, but he isn't doing much at the moment. Always fascinating watching them, how they unfold their each equipment unfolds differently. Nope, doesn't want to work. No field detected. Now it looks like this is one I'm going to have to do myself. Now it doesn't look like we can lift the roller, so just going to have to keep dragging it behind us. Okay, just going to go and grab a drink. A minute. Yeah, I'm afraid it's getting a bit dry. And no, I'm not sponsored by Pepsi. I wish I was, but I'm not. Idolo Photo, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. So yeah, just planting some black beans into our, here we go, Estância São, Brazilian map. And we're using the Nexat for most of the jobs. That one you can see in front of you is currently doing slurry and cultivating. So felt it was a good map for the bigger equipment. And I'm currently just rolling this field. We've just planted it with black beans, and hopefully we can get a harvest again before the end of the year. Yeah, when you look at the crop calendar on this, it's more what I'm used to than what you guys in the Northern Hemisphere are used to. It is a Southern Hemisphere calendar. So December, January, and February is summertime. June, July, August is wintertime. So definitely more of a planting calendar, although I think New Zealand has a shorter growing season than Brazil does. Brazil is definitely closer to the equator than New Zealand is. Or parts of Brazil are. There may be parts that are about the same distance, I'm not too sure. I'd have to have a look on the map. And of course the new map will have a Southern Hemisphere planting calendar as well. This tractor's doing quite well with the roller. Pulled it up the hill quite nicely. Rolling is definitely one of the polarizing jobs in farm sim. Some people say it's not worth the diesel and effort for the extra 2.5% bonus that you get, but I'm probably more in the camp of I have to do it because it's there. So if they want me to roll, I'll roll. I have to do it. And I don't actually usually run duals on tractors either, so yeah, it's been good to get out of that mindset. Of course, on most maps I play on, which are narrow English maps, duals do not work that well. But yeah, this map is definitely a bit more wide open and expansive. Feel like you've got a bit of extra space. English maps can be claustrophobic at times, but I like that anyway. Yeah, welcome in Idolo Fido or Fidio. Thank you for joining. Of course, we're using the Versatile from the Plains and Prairies pack. They've definitely got some big fields on this map, so definitely the bigger equipment is worth it. Just trying to decipher your emojis here, Joel. My monitor was having a bit of a hiccup, so I've just refreshed it. Kiwi Games! Big fields, big kit. Yep. Using the Nexat Pack and Plains and Prairies, so got a selection of big kit. Yeah, evening from across the ditch. Welcome in. Hope your Saturday has gone well. Using past tense because it's probably early evening for you. About 9:40 p.m. here at the moment. So we've just cultivated, put a layer of slurry down, planted some black beans, and I'm just finishing the rolling. Weather was actually nice, fantastic. Yeah, it's actually been quite mild today. So yeah, not cold. Not too cold. It was definitely colder yesterday. Cold when I was cycling home. Yeah, 7:40, early evening for you. Cycling in winter? Yeah. Yep, I've got my bright orange raincoat and leggings when it's really wet. But most of the time we don't get torrential rain, we only get showers, so it's not too bad. I think I've only once have I gone to work and had wet shoes. Other than that, usually it's not too bad. And I've got a good thick jacket, good scarf, gloves. So yeah, I stay warm on the bike. Can be a good workout sometimes coming home if you're having to cycle into the wind. But if the wind's blowing the other way, it makes it a lot easier. That's what e-bikes are great for. Yeah, I have thought about getting a scooter, but it's about as far as I got. I'm actually probably, by the time I'm loaded up with my backpack for work, and with my weight, I'm not exactly a slight fellow. I'm probably bordering on overweight for a scooter. My backpack is quite heavy. Have a dream of cycling from Auckland to Wellington and then ultimately down to Milford Sound? Yeah, that would be awesome. And I think there is actually a cycle trail that allows you to do that. Love Milford, especially after rain in the hills the day before. Yes. You guys are probably going to be shocked, but I've never actually been to Milford. I've been to Brisbane, but I haven't been to Milford. I think part of my work, I was down to about as far as Gore, but that was about it. Didn't make it to Invercargill. Spent a little bit of time around Christchurch. Yeah, dozens of waterfalls. Nice, would look absolutely stunning. Now let's catch up on some things here. So put a couple of links up for some of the channels. Wasdale Time Lapse, check out his channel, does some amazing time lapses of the night sky over in the UK. I find it absolutely fascinating, but then yeah, I do find things like that to be fascinating. And just put in FS Farmer, check out his streams. He's a fantastic guy, been a great friend of the channel, and does a lot of courseplay. He gets that going so well. Definitely worth checking out. Even learning how to use courseplay. So yeah, definitely check out his channel. I say, great guy, been a good friend of the channel. And Eric the Crazy Viking, definitely check him out. I'm giving him another big shout out. He gave us 100 gift memberships last night. Been a fantastic friend to the channel. He's a great guy for the community. He really encourages a lot of YouTubers, and he has his own channel and does some fantastic YouTube videos, quite a bit of logging, and he is very skillful operating the logging equipment. So yeah, definitely go and give him a like and a sub if you haven't done so already. He's a fantastic guy. And if anyone else would like a link in the chat, just give me a shout out. Be happy to do that, especially if you've got a simulator type channel. Hey, awesome. Gilby Games, thanks for that. Like I say, he's a great guy. FS Farmer's a great guy too. You know, if you haven't checked out his channel, definitely check out his channel. Oh, that's awesome, Wasdale. Yeah, that is definitely up my street, is to know how things are done. Always been my mantra. How did something work? How do people do that? So thanks for that. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Right, nearly finished rolling the field. Yeah, so this is what the interior of the versatile tractor looks like. This is a 275 horsepower one. It's a small versatile compared to the other ones in the pack. Definitely one that could be used in the UK. Yeah, that's how my brain works. I usually play on a UK map, so most equipment I look at it goes, can I use this on a small map or not? So yeah, this is definitely one that could be used on the smaller map. Doesn't have reverse driving though. And no good for that mower setup. But yeah, this map definitely has that sort of big, wide open feel about it. I've seen a few Australian maps, and they could really take a lesson from getting this sort of expansiveness built in. Right, so I think I've just got a little bit up on the just up here a little bit, and then we'll finish rolling this field. Yeah, just up there. And hopefully by the time I finish rolling this, the other Nexat should be finished with the cultivating. And we'll be able to take that up to the other field that we've just mulched. You guys are missing out on all the fun. You could be doing all this with me in the multiplayer, but I'm having to use all the workers instead. Hint, hint. Hey, Pro Gamer. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. I was actually checking out my Whitton Park mod folder, and it has blown out to about 6 gig of mods. It is just insanely big, man. I know, Joel, you can't. I'm sorry, mate. Didn't mean to hassle you. I know you can't. Hey, Thin Blue Line, hello, welcome in. Great to have you here. Can't stay long. About to go home from work, but wanted to stop in and say hi and give you a like. That's awesome, Thin Blue Line. Thank you so much. It's give you a shout out as well. Where are we? So yeah, check out Thin Blue Line, amazing guy, great friend of the channel, great friend of the community. So yeah, there's a link to his channel, check him out, great guy. Homestead 100 challenge. Let's catch up on that one, actually. I haven't had a chance. I've seen it come up on my feed, but I haven't had... oh, that was with Bad Pumpkin, was it? Awesome. But anyway, yeah, check out Thin Blue Line's channel. Great guy. And Pro Gamer sent star for 2 joules. Thank you so much, Pro Gamer. Appreciate it. Still not too sure how the joule system works. I just know it sort of converts into real live currency somehow. Just not too sure what the conversion is. Hey, you're welcome there, Thin Blue Line. I'll just write down Pro Gamer. I'm recording everything so I can add the joules into my roll of honor. Which I'm going to have to expand dramatically after the number of gift memberships we got from Eric the Crazy Viking. So I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up on those, and then I can add them in. A lot of people doing the 100 challenge. Oh, I'll have to look it up. I haven't actually heard about the 100 challenge. But then I've just been so engrossed in Whitcomb Park. It's, yeah, I just love that map to bits. So, yeah, that's all I've been playing on, really. Hey, thank you for joining there, Gilby. Becoming a member. A landowner. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. So I've discovered a new thing on YouTube. It's called series. So it's like a playlist, but it is showing up as a series, and people can watch the videos in the order that they were made. So I've actually tried that with the Energy Farm series that I did, and yeah, it sort of reignited interest in that series again. So I think I will have to. I've still got a couple of videos to do on my Kinleg series. I just haven't had the motivation to do it, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sort of at that stage where I want to do a couple of videos just to tie it all up, but I don't want to because I was enjoying it so much. But I feel like it is time to move on. So it's sort of like that awkward bit where I want to finish it, but I don't, because I don't want to see it finished. So I'm sort of procrastinating with it, I'm afraid. But yeah, I should make a few videos. So I was releasing them early for channel members, so that they could see the video before anyone else. will never lock a video behind a paywall. I'm not a big fan of member-only videos, but I do think releasing them early for members is a great way to say thank you for being a member. Yeah, that's something that I've got to get back into is the Kinleg map, and then I'll have to decide what map I'm going to do another series on and how I'm going to do that series. But I will have to admit, filming the series, especially the Kinleg one, because I was going for real immersion, so I didn't have the display up, the heads-up display, and yeah, sometimes that would be a bit tricky because sometimes I'd start filming or recording with the heads up and then I'd have to redo the whole thing again, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Right, let's get this last little bit done. Oh, I see. Those trees were just getting in the way. Hey, no worries, Joel. No worries at all, mate. Understand completely. Not everyone can be a member, and I don't expect anyone to be a member, and I truly appreciate anyone that is, and I truly appreciate anyone that actually just comes into the chat and says hi. That is an important thing as well. Being in the chat really does help the channel, and yeah, so just being here and in the chat is just really does help the channel as well. So thank you. Live streaming is more enjoyable and less time consuming for you. Yeah, definitely, Gilby Games, definitely. That's what I was finding too. I like this interaction in the chat, and it's a lot more relaxing. I find you're putting a video together and then you're editing it, adding music to make it entertaining during the the long bits like this where you're doing field work, because people don't want to hang around for just watch a whole video of field work. They want to have the story. So yeah, streaming is definitely a lot easier. Definitely a lot easier. Hey, welcome to our 2 new subscribers. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here and appreciate you enjoying it. So just finishing off this last little bit here, and then we'll go up to the other field that we've just cultivated. Sorry, mulched. We just mulched it, so Hey, I should live stream my all sky content. I could just tell people to look up. That could defeat the purpose, Wasdale. If you tell people to look up, they might actually look up and not be looking at your stream. You want to give them the option of, you don't have to look up if you just look at my stream. Now, let's think about what I was going to be doing. I was going to be doing something really important. Alright, so I'm just putting Gilby Games up as link in the chat as well for you guys to check out. Latest video streamed 3 days ago, cached up November. Schwabadium Farming Simulator 25. And multiplayer on an Italian server. So yeah, does a lot of simulation videos, Transport Fever as well. Awesome, mate. Now, I played Transport Fever a long time ago, but haven't done so for a while. Thought I got more into City Skylines. All right, let's get this over to the other field. Sorry, just sorting out some of my screens. Gets kind of busy around here sometimes when you... Yeah, we've got that field of corn coming up next month. And I think we might have the black beans to harvest next month as well. Then we've got a small area of sunflowers. Yeah, definitely not the fastest machine out there, but definitely good to have on the bigger fields. This cornfield is huge. Hey,
You're back. What crazy shenanigans did I miss? Well, you might notice something in the chat. It could be called crazy shenanigans. But other than that, not a lot. Fixing up where the worker wasn't getting a job done properly. Finished rolling a one field that was planted. You're welcome, mate. Right, so somewhere along here we should have a green Steiger with the mulcher on it. So I should go and find him and get him out of the way. Oh, I remember Space 1999. Yeah, that was a great show. Yeah, there's usually not much to be admin about around in this this chat, but everyone behaves themselves, which is good. Hey, yeah, Pro Gamer, will do. Thanks for the reminder. Don't mind gentle reminders like that, little nudges. Here we go. Just put Pro Gamer's link in the chat. Got a few car videos, a few random videos. Holden HQ. More of a Ford man myself, but yeah, that was still a nice car. So yeah, go and check out Pro Gamer. All right, now let's get this out of the way before that Nexat arrives. He's just about here as well. This is only a small field, so Farmhand Andy just makes you an admin if you subscribe. Yeah, I know. He just likes to have everyone as admin, so everyone can just check out links. I think it is, so he doesn't have to worry about it. Just click on the person, and then you can check out their link. But yeah, I usually like to reserve admin for people with their own channels and those that have shown themselves to be fairly trustworthy. You just don't want to. You got to be careful. You can't just give people admin. It's sort of like you've got to feel like you can trust them because they do have a bit of power. Are there any mods or developers looking to create a moon-based farm map? Not that I know of. Someone did create a Mars-based map. I think that was in FS22. Mr. Silly P did an amazing series on it. So someone has done a Mars-based one, but not a moon-based one. Yeah, Joel, he doesn't want to make the wrong person admin. No, you do have to be careful. In great power comes great responsibility. Definitely. Yeah, these animals just aren't getting any healthy. I'm not too sure what's wrong. If I was really concerned about the animals, I'd say I'd start the map again, but I'm not going to do that. It's go to the map and let's sort this guy out. Yeah, like I say, Pro Gamer, there's actually not a lot to do on this. But you've been around for a while, so let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can sort out. Hey, Kirim Gaming, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Yes, your stream was great. Enjoyed that. Just sorting something out here, so I'll be fully focused on the chat a bit fairly soon. All right, just trying to sort something out here and it's not working. So yeah, I'm just putting in Kirim's link in the chat. Kirim is trying hard to get to 1,000 subs. Getting closer. I think what last count was 962 I saw, I think. So yeah, It'd be really good if you haven't subbed to Kirim to head over and give him some subs. And all right, just trying to remember what we're doing here. A Shield agent as well. Shield now, isn't that from UFO? Sort of like an adult version of Thunderbirds. Not an X-rated version, but just more orientated towards adults rather than Thunderbirds, which was more for children. Although I enjoyed Thunderbirds, so, you know. Oh, they're from Marvel. Ah, yeah. Thought there was a shield in UFO as well, but I could be wrong. It is 10:23, so you'll forgive me if my brain's a bit fuzzy. Yes, was Dale time lapse. I did. And Shane didn't get that reference. I'm only 19. No, that's okay. Yeah, Marvel has Shield, don't they? So yeah, UFO was 1970s, sort of like sci-fi type show. And Space 1999 was also a 1970s space show. They're a secret organization that works with the US government in the Marvel universe. Mention all Marvel references because other Tom Holland's Spider-Man is coming next week. Yes. Yes, my daughter was into Marvel in a big way, but she's moved on to DC now. It's more Batman. But then she has been playing the Batman game on the Xbox, so. Yeah, now I know who we're talking about, the Marvel Universe. Yeah, Marvel Universe is a bit more up to date than UFO is, definitely. Although once you've seen UFO, you can't unsee it. The purple wigs. Yeah, definitely slow and steady with this machine. Yeah, I must say, went to watch the new Supergirl movie, and it wasn't as good for me. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people that it's not that great. I have seen the Supergirl. You haven't seen the Supergirl movie yet? I think it will be a good one. Yeah, I think it's. Some people are saying it's good, others are saying it's not so great. So, but yeah, I think my daughter's seen it twice, so can't be that bad. Yeah, Kiram, I can't actually say I haven't actually seen the movie, so I couldn't say for sure, but I have heard some people say it's not as good. Is it similar to the new Superman? Didn't like the new Superman? Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I'm assuming it's probably similar. Yeah, like the Henry Cavill Superman more. Feels like they don't really focus on the main character, Supergirl. Mm, uh, that's good. Yeah, I haven't, like I say, I haven't actually seen the movie, so I couldn't give you my opinion on it. I can only just pass on what I have heard. It feels like they don't really focus on the main character, Supergirl, that good. Right, yeah. Yeah. Does change the whole meaning of it. Amazing how one apostrophe and one letter can completely change the sentence. Yeah, you can tell me the rugby score. Don't mind hearing that. All Blacks 40 and Ireland 21. Oh, wow. It was a bit of a thumping because I think the Irish team are fairly strong, aren't they? They're considered to be top in their area, I think. Oh, well, there'll be a lot of happy New Zealanders around, that's for sure. when the All Blacks lose, it's like a prime minister's died or something like that. People are so sad and mournful, wearing black bands. I'm joking about the black bands, but yeah, it does give the country a somber mood, I tell you. New Zealanders definitely take their rugby very seriously. A bit like South Africans, to be honest. They take their rugby seriously as well. Yeah, Joel, I'll be doing a multiplayer stream tomorrow, hopefully. All going well. It is definitely on the plans. Yeah, Kirim Gaming, I think DC is all over the place. I think they're trying to cover all comic book genre feel. Some comics are light and cheerful, some styles are dark. Not sure if that's a good way to do things. Yeah, yeah, some actors for Batman are great, others are not so great. Also, sorry for New Zealand's loss of Sam Neill. I didn't know he was a Kiwi till this week. I liked him in Jurassic Park and his performance of Cardinal Wolseley in The Tudors. Yes, he was a very talented guy. If you want to watch a good, funny movie about New Zealand bush life, really, Hunt for the Wilder People was a Sam Neill movie. And yeah, really good movie. Lots of fun. Sort of semi-serious, but it's got a few laughs in it and a few crazy characters. So yeah, definitely check that out. And get an idea about New Zealand bush culture. That's without taking it too seriously. Yeah, so definitely check that out. It was probably one of Sam's last movies, I think. Yeah, he probably done some since that, but it is one of his last ones. Yeah, so it was a bit of a shock, but yeah, he definitely had a long and distinguished career. Wasn't WV brought over by Paramount or Netflix? Yeah, not too sure. R.I.P. Sam Neill. Yeah. And who does Sam Neill play in that movie? He plays a crotchety old farmer. That, yeah, lost his wife and went bush, and this kid from the streets of Auckland basically followed him into the bush. And yeah, it's a good movie. Lots of fun. Yeah, I'm not too sure where it is at the moment. I'm not too sure which streaming platform has it. And of course, probably differs from country to country as well. So, I could say, oh, it's on such and such a streaming platform in New Zealand, but doesn't mean that it'll be on the same platform in Canada or anywhere else in the world. And yeah, Pro Gamer, I'll put some photos of the tractor I'm using this weekend in Discord. Awesome, mate. That'd be fantastic. Netflix used to, but don't know if it still does. Yeah, I'm not too sure either. And like I say, because of licensing and all that, just because it's on Netflix in New Zealand or wherever else, doesn't mean it's um, in Canada or anywhere else like that. These things get geo-locked. Quite painful, really. And Shane, you've watched it before. Great movie, very funny. Yeah, but semi-serious as well. But yeah, great introduction to New Zealand bush life, definitely. Well, New Zealanders, you are even more sad when South Africa wins a rugby game against them. Yeah, that's because we never hear the end of it when we get to work. Hey, Scrappy can fly. Just use a VPN. Yes, yes, that's definitely an option. Welcome in. Thank you for jumping into the chat. Appreciate it. And just a reminder, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. I know sometimes I forget to do it, and it's always nice to be reminded by the streamer to hit the like button. So like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that. I'll do that now. So yeah, general rule of thumb, if the thumbs up is white, it means you've already liked, and you don't need to hit it again. If the thumbs up is dark, then you probably need to hit the like. Stream is very delayed on my end. Yes, because I stream in 4K, I have to have it on quite a big delay for YouTube to be able to cope with it. So it does create a bit of a delay, I'm afraid. But that's the trade-off for having 4K. I sort of have a couple of streams that I'm monitoring at the moment, and I can see sort of the delay in it. Yeah, I did try to reduce the delay, but it just seemed to cause too many problems. So usually use 1080. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should, but yeah, I've got a card that supports 4K. I've got 4K TV that I'm using. Yeah, 1080 is definitely the sweet spot. Definitely. Because when you think about it, 1080 still looks quite good on a 4K TV, but is quarter of the size of 4K. Yeah, 4K definitely uses more data to store, that's for sure. So you've got a channel there, Scrappy. Let's check it out and I'll put a link in the chat when I find it. You're you got a channel, but not much on it. One subscriber. I'll put it in anyway. You can have a look at Scrappy's work in progress. And hey, welcome as a farm manager, Wasdale Timelapse. Thank you so much, sir. Greatly appreciated. As your commenter channel. Good one, mate. Yeah. Probably a good idea, to be honest. Thank you very much, Wasdale. Appreciate it. Hey, Scrappy's got 2 subs now. So yeah, we're just on Estância São. I know I'm probably pronouncing it completely wrong, but it's the best I can do at the moment. And we've just been planting some black beans so we can have a bit more crop to yield to harvest before the end of the year. So I'm planting black beans in this one, and in the other small field I'll probably just plant some oilseed radish cover crop. Hey, thanks Scrappy Camfly. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Glad you're enjoying the stream. And Shane may get 3 subscribers. Hey, you'll be hitting 50 before you know it, Scrappy. Yes, I'm not sure if this field needs lime on it or not. Should probably check. Yeah, Scrappy, you're right. Every time you harvest, the lime gets lower and lower. I'm using precision farming, so the lime reduces in small amounts. So if you keep it up to date, it doesn't actually chew through the lime too quickly. Whereas if you let it get too low, then it really does chew through the lime. Yeah, Shade, you got a YouTube channel as well. I actually think liming these fields would just be easier with a worker, and they just buy the lime as they go along. Sometimes I do that. Just saves having to run to the lime station every 5 minutes because you've run out of lime. They're probably not going to get the whole field done before we run out of seed. Best DLC so far for Farming Simulator 25 was the Mercedes DLC and the Plains and Prairies DLC. Yeah, Nexat wasn't too bad. Highland fishing was good, and honestly, I didn't mind the Rito pack because of the new dynamics with grass fields. I thought that added a whole new dimension to grass fields, which I liked. Otherwise, grass fields used to be just set and forget. You plant once. If you hopefully you remember to roll it before it sprouted, and then if you've done that, then you never have to touch them again. So I like the Redo pack for adding that extra layer of complexity and needing to go to re-sew over the top of them. Coming up to midday here, and I have stuff to do, so I shall leave, but I will leave the stream running. Cheers, Kiwi. Hey, no worries, mate. Thank you so much, Wasdale. Appreciate it. Thank you for the membership. I appreciate that too. Yeah, I don't know either, Scrappy, because you're there. Highlands is good, but it's too expensive for a new map and crop. Yeah, I guess it depends. In a lot of ways, I actually compare the price of the DLCs for Farm Sim to the price of buying an airplane on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Farm Sim is way less expensive with the DLCs than even one aeroplane on Flight Simulator. Middle East, some of those aeroplanes can be quite complex and that, but yeah, I guess it depends on how you view things. Yes, Scrappy can fly from New Zealand. If the accent didn't give it away, hopefully the name did. Kiwi is a small, about hen size native bird of New Zealand. The kiwi fruit was named after the kiwi because they're both sort of brown and furry. Kiwis they don't fly, so they've sort of got different type of feathers. I've actually had an opportunity to stroke a kiwi, and it's like having it feels like hair with gel in it. So yeah, that probably sums it up pretty well. Gives you an idea what a kiwi feathers feel like. Never have really played Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, I used to play it a lot, but I haven't actually fired it up. I don't think I fired it up since I rebuilt my machine, to be honest. I really should do it. I've got a yoke and rudder pedals and everything, but yeah, I should fire it up and get into it again. But yeah, streaming takes up so much time. Yeah, the name did it. I'm from Australia, but my granddad is from New Zealand. So you'll know that kiwis are small flightless birds, not a fruit. And Joel, you're Australian as well? Yes, yes you are. And it's great to have Australians. We've had Canadians. We have English. Sometimes we have people from Ireland visit. But my most popular demographic, according to YouTube, is India. I get a lot of Indians view the channel. So don't know if that's because I'm doing a vertical speed and they're watching it on their phone. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I hope they enjoy it. Please read my last comment. I think you'll find it funny. Okay, hang on. Yep, Shane, I'm going to bed now. Have to wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning to watch the South Africa play the rugby. Like you said, South Africans are very dedicated to our rugby. See you tomorrow, Kiwi. Yeah, definitely found that funny. Thanks for the nudge there, mate. Thanks for the nudge. Yeah, yeah, well and truly dedicated. Yep, Kiwi is the national animal of New Zealand. Yes. Yes. Americans. Yeah, I quite often get Americans in. Don't know if you've heard of the herd. He jumps in quite often. And yeah, sometimes Cajun Savage Gaming jumps in as well. Great YouTubers. So yeah, get Americans. I think America is actually the second most popular country for my channel. So I think I'm not streaming at a great time for America. It's like very, very early in the morning. So I think I get a lot of people joining after I've finished streaming and watching after I've streamed. Yeah, and for those that don't know why New Zealand has chosen a small nocturnal grub-eating bird to be their national animal, when everyone else has lions and tigers and bald eagles and all the rest of it. The reason is in legends of the indigenous people, the Māori here, the Kiwi was a self-sacrificing bird that gave up flight so that it could protect the forests. And I think that's kind of why the Kiwi was adopted, especially by the Anzac troops, for the self-sacrificing spirit and legend, and the self-sacrificing spirit that they Anzac troops, the New Zealand troops, were showing during World War One. So that's when the Kiwi sort of really came in, I think. Hey, and welcome to our new subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Great to have you here. Yeah, Pro Gamer, your popular channel is the United States. Yeah, I think I say get a few Indians jump into the chat as well, and but they're definitely rating up there for me as my most popular country. Kangaroo is a native Australian animal, just like the Kiwi. It's a native New Zealand animal. Yep. Yeah. Kangaroos have a bit more bite to them, though. You know, they can kick. Yeah, not too sure. I don't know if they've popped into the chat to say hi or not. I don't actually have I don't have it set up to flash up who's subscribed, so Yeah, Nightbot spamming. No, it's meant to be set for different times, but Nightbot can't read a clock very well, I don't think. So it decides to just spam everything all at the same time. So yeah, it's just dropping in a reminder to hit the like and subscribe, then a reminder to join the Discord. And then a reminder to buy coffee or yeah, that sort of thing. So I should probably get round and edit some of those out. And a reminder to, if you ever feel like it, supporting the canteen fundraiser, which yeah, it's a charity that I like to support. They supported my family a lot when many years ago, and it's something I haven't forgotten. Sometimes the number goes up by 2 or 3, depending. But yeah, basically, whenever someone subscribes, the number will go up. Joel, I wish I could give Nightbot a timeout. Yeah. I keep him on though because he has helped out occasionally when I've had someone come in and do some crazy stuff. Nightbot sort of took over and said, "Nope, I'm not letting you do that." And when I checked the message, it was sort of like, "Yeah, that's a fair call, Nightbot. Definitely a fair call. We want to keep it family friendly and safe for everyone." But yeah, sometimes it can be a bit of a pain. Yeah, especially if someone's just doing a whole lot of emojis just to have fun, and then Nightbot's going, "No, we're not having emojis on this channel." I've actually turned it off, but Nightbot doesn't listen to me either. What's my favorite base game crop? I'd have to say grass, if that counts. I just enjoy the mowing, tedding, windrowing, baling, or mowing a windrow. So I usually get a mower that does a windrow, and then baling that, and then wrapping it. I just enjoy that for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I do. So yeah, that's probably my favorite base game crop. Otherwise, yeah, I don't mind wheat or barley and getting the straw. That involves baling as well. Yeah, soybeans. Soybeans are good. Um, Good for the soil as well. Yeah, soybeans are good late game. Grass is best early game. Yeah. And like I say, with the Rito pack, adding that new dimension to the grass with having to re-sow, it does make it really good. But yeah, you can make a lot of money. Like on an average field, you could probably make about 20 to 30,000 in silage bales. And yeah, when you think about it, you're getting 3 cuts a year. That sort of makes that field quite profitable. Yeah, soybeans are good because they still use a conventional harvester. You don't need a special harvester. Green beans? Oh, we're out of seeds. Okay, let's you know what I'm going to do? I am going to grab the trailer. Where are we? I think that's the one I want. Might be under auger wagons. Yep, conveyor. That's the one I want. Yep, it's got the auger on it. So let's buy that. I gave myself a whole heap of extra money at the beginning of the stream just to make it more fun. What's the least favorite crop? That's easy, Scrappy. That's got to be carrots or parsnips. I've got a series where we did basically all the crops that no one usually does: carrots, parsnips, cotton, sugarcane, and all the rest of them. And carrots was just such hard work with default. I was just using the default equipment. Wasn't using anything Colossus or anything like that. And it was just so painful and so slow with the default equipment. And we actually had a good team on. I think we had 2 harvesters going and about four tractors. But it was just still painful. In the end, I think we were just dumping the carrots on the ground and I was trying to pick them up and feed them in. I think I was using there's a mod, bit of a cheating mod that you put on the front and it picks it up and shoots it out the spout into the trailer. And yeah, cotton's okay. It's fairly easy. It's just running around on the cotton harvester and emptying out full cotton. It's like baling, really. Sugarcane was actually really good. Made quite a bit of money out of that. I actually kept a record of the most profitable crops, but can't for the life of me figure it out at the moment. All right, we'll go and grab the conveyor and then we will fill that up with seed. Cotton is expensive to get into, definitely. It's basically a crop when you've made some money. We did peas as well. Spinach was quite good. Peas are a bit of a pain because you've got to have a low trailer for it. Green beans, not too bad. Sugar beet is a little bit easier too because you've got that harvester, and red beet you've got that harvester with the it's got a bit of a bin that can hold stuff in. So, but yeah, the default harvester with carrots is you're either doing one line at a time or if you're doing 4 lines at a time, you've got to have a tractor running next to it to collect the carrots, because there's no bin for them to go into on the harvester. Yeah, spinach is good because you get 2 crops from 1 planting. It does grow back, so spinach is good from definitely that point of view. And if you've got a factory and making the spinach bags, you can make a lot of money out of it. So as you can see, I've got a lot of good Nexat equipment. I've got the corn header for when we're doing the corn. We've got the planter when we want to plant the corn. I brought the 9, or is that the 12-meter plough? Might be the 12-meter plough. Why is this not hooking in? Maybe I'm not lined up well enough. Yeah, potatoes weren't too bad either. They were fairly good. Yeah, I just wasn't lined up with it. That was the problem. Yeah, not straight on it, Kirim, you were right. I was too far over. Yeah, that's a big field of corn. That's going to take a while. Yes, this is actually a multiplayer game, Scrappy. Usually do multiplayers on a Saturday and Sunday night. Although I have to admit, it's been a long time since I've been on this map. I was actually surprised. It was back in May, last time I streamed on this map. So had a few interruptions just lately. Yeah, the only catch with this map is there's 2 paid DLCs, the Plains and Prairies pack and the Nexat pack. And there's 2 free DLCs, the Precision Farming and Straw Harvest. So yeah, you'll find the details in the Discord if you're a part of the Discord. You don't have many DLCs? That's okay. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, we've got basically, we're on a Polish map using smaller equipment. And yeah, that's just got the Precision Farming DLC, and probably going to add the Emergency Pack DLC, which is a free one as well. So So yeah, you could look out for that one. This is actually a great little seed. Well, I say little, but it's big. It's a big seed tender. So yeah, good for that. Usually start at 8 p.m. New Zealand time. So yeah, depending on where you are in Australia, that's probably about 6 p.m. if you're on the eastern seaboard. I think about 5 hours difference. So maybe 3 p.m. if you're Western Australia. Roundabout, roughly. So yeah, precision farming on the Polish map, and like I say, probably going to be doing just for fun, the emergency pack. You're Eastern, so yeah, it'd probably be about 6 p.m. Probably doing all sorts of damage to my freshly seeded ground, but oh, graphics card is having trouble with the white. No, I don't have crop destruction on multiplayer. When I'm doing my personal live streams, single player ones, I have crop destruction on because I try to do sort of like a more realistic type of stream. But I find crop destruction on multiplayer can be a little bit of a nuisance with lag and all that. Sometimes people will drive onto a field without the intention of doing so, and so yeah, that's I turn crop destruction off for multiplayer. Yeah, I've got the AMD 9070 XD. That thing must be magic if it can store seeds and diesel at the same time. Yeah, I think the diesel was topping up the truck. Yeah, Scrappy, you got the 4050 NVIDIA GeForce RTX. Nice. Nice. Yeah, before I had the AMD, I had a 2070, but it was didn't have enough VRAM, didn't have 8 gig of RAM, so I was getting a lot of texture problems. Um, so, and at the time, the AMD was the least expensive graphics card out there. They'd only just released it. I managed to score one. I actually had to wake up early to get one too. They were very, very popular. People were hanging out for an affordable graphics card. Yeah, so I want to get a graphics card with about 16 gig of RAM because you see 8 gig not lasting long enough. I sort of like to keep my PCs running for a long time. Good question. I'm only planting it because it's actually the only thing that I can plant at the moment. I'm not that over really worried too much about the price of it, but yeah, let's have a look at the prices. So, uh, black beans, um, September is the best time. 3,025 in September, and then it plummets down to 800. So yeah, September's definitely the time to sell. It could be a while. So we've got a bit of stuff floating around at the moment. We've got to sell canola in December. Soybeans we missed in July. Wheat is coming up in January. So yeah, we've got a bit of fruit to sell, but we can't really sell it until it's near its best sell time. But yeah, black beans, 3,000 in September, which is right now, which I'm not harvesting. So probably going to have to hold it for a little while. Yes. Yep. Brazilian map. So got this southern hemisphere planting calendar. Now, I did hear a rumour that Giants is going to be bringing an Australian map out for the next game. But, yeah, I don't know if it's true. It was just a rumour that I heard. But Australia would be well and truly overdue, long overdue. But if they do an Australian map, I hope they give some decent right-hand drive trucks, unlike what they did for the Kinleg map. Hey, no worries, Scrappy Can Fly. Thanks for jumping in. Look forward to seeing you another time. And you have a great day. Sounds good, mate. Sounds good. That's the rumour I heard, but I'm not too sure. I wouldn't hold my breath. How does that sound? It might just be wishful thinking. Yeah, they've sort of covered a lot of the other parts of the world, but Australia hasn't been. Too late. But yeah, I don't know how many black beans we'll get off of this field, but man, 3,000. 3,000 per 1,000. That is... Hey, Green Wrench. Hello, welcome in. Great to have you along. Good morning. Bright and early for you, but thank you for jumping in. Appreciate it. How are you doing? So yeah, on the South American map, Estância São. I think I'm saying it better every time. I don't know, or I'm murdering it worse every time. I don't know. And yeah, just been doing a bit of field work with the Nexat Pack. So yeah, we harvested with the Nexat, and we did some cultivating and slurry injection, and now we're just planting a crop of black beans. So hopefully we can get that harvested before the end of the year. Yeah, it has been a while, but you know, understand completely. I know it's ultra early for you at the moment, so yeah. So whenever you arrive in, it's always greatly appreciated. It's like 4:35 a.m. Saturday morning. To which my reply would be, "There's a 4:35 a.m. on Saturday now? Since when was this?" No, I'll have to admit I was awake at 4:35 this morning. So I managed to get myself back to sleep, but yeah. How's the weather around your part of the world? I know Europe's been getting a lot of heat waves, so how's it been around your part? I know you're not in Europe, but excuse me. Yeah, it's about 20 minutes to midnight for me at the moment. It's been hot for you as well. Yeah, actually, I was watching Laura Farm's video just before I started streaming tonight. And if you don't know Laura Farms, she's a fourth generation farmer in Nebraska, I think. And yeah, she was saying it was really, really hot. And that was in Nebraska. Well, at 3,000 a ton, I'm actually tempted to put black beans in the other field as well. I was just going to put a cover crop in, but I'm thinking I might put a cash crop in. I don't know how many tons you get per hectare, but at 3,000, that's a lot of money. I'm going to have to put some lime down on these fields too. Find out what we've got in the way of lime spreaders. Can't remember if we got a lime spreader in the Plains and Prairies pack or not. You're a bit tired. I can only imagine how tired you are. Yeah, I am actually getting a bit tired. I'm just gonna probably finish this off and then probably call it a night. And it might still just be night by the time I finish this off. And not early morning. Been a good stream though. Haven't had anyone come into the multiplayer, but I think the Nexat and And Plains and Prairies DLCs are probably not everyone has them, so it does limit how many people can come in. So yeah, perfectly understandable. But like I said, I just liked this map and liked how big it was and thought it would be a great map for these packs. And if someone has purchased these packs, it might be a good chance for them to use them, because I know most of the maps I play on, they're not the sort of equipment you can use. Getting a Nexat around a tight, narrow UK lane is never going to happen. So yeah, it's nice to have a big, wide open map occasionally. Not usually a map I play on, but I am enjoying this one. So I'll need to run the roller over that field and put some lime on them. I think for expediency purposes, I'm probably just going to set a worker off on the lime and have it buying the lime. Just makes it so much easier than having to stop off every 5 minutes to top up with lime. Wish I'd got the year 1 season pass, because I was going to get the Highlands fishing map. Just thought I would use that you wouldn't use the other DLCs. Yeah, no, that's understandable, mate. And yeah, the Nexat definitely was not everyone's kettle of fish. And the Plains and Prairies, like I say, I don't usually use big equipment like that, so um, it's not equipment I have used that often. So it was nice to find a map that I liked that I could use the equipment on. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with these cows. They're just not improving in health. Something's broken with the cow pen. You saw that. Yeah, getting tired, mate. I'm getting tired. Was that 30,000 in fertilizer? Looking big dollars, aren't you? Yeah, I think we'll have to plant this in black beans as well, seeing we can. But not tonight. It'll be another night. Just want to, before I go, I just want to check out what we've got in the way of fertilizer spreaders. Here we go. Okay, so we do have the Selford, but that's just, no, so I think, yeah, a Profi maybe. What's that? 15,600. 14. So yeah, this one does take a little bit more. So yeah, that might be the one that we get. Like I say, I think I'm just going to top it up with lime and then get the worker to buy as they run along. Oh, what's that, 15 meters? What's this one? All right, so I think that does about 18 with the lime. I might be better off just going with the Bredel. Decision made, done. Yes, this is crossplay. I only have crossplay mods available. DLCs were crossplay. So I always try to keep my multiplayer as a crossplay because a lot of people that do watch the channel are on consoles. So I like to keep them in mind and be friendly towards them. My personal, my private playthroughs or the streams where I'm playing on my own, that's a different matter. My Whitcomb Park stream is definitely not console friendly. I actually have quite a few mods that are third-party mods, itch.io, GitHub. They're not even available on ModHub. Like I say, I've got about 6 gig of mods in that folder. All to try and add to the realism, engine damage, and all that sort of thing. So yeah, lots and lots of script mods, not console friendly, that one. But yeah, I do like to keep these ones console friendly. But hey, thank you to everyone that's joined. I am going to call it a night. It is 10 minutes to midnight, so by the time I get everything shut down and all that, it will be Sunday morning. So thanks to everyone that's been here. Thanks so much for the jewels. Memberships too, thank you so much. And for the likes and the subs, thank you to everyone for that. So yeah, until next time, have a good day, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world and whatever time you're watching this. And until the next stream, bye.